The walls of the alien hospital were glowing blue. Strange machines beeped. Bright white lights blinked on and off. Nurses in long silver uniforms rushed from one side to another. The air smelled like metal and medicine. In the center room, a female alien lay on the delivery table. She looked tired, scared, and angry. Her skin was pale violet. Her fingers tightly gripped the bed handles. Her long eyes were filled with pain. "She's going into labor," one of the doctors shouted. Another doctor ran to check the babies. "Vitals, pulse normal, DNA stable," he said. Suddenly, alarms started ringing loudly. "Beep, beep, beep." "What is it?" asked the head nurse. "The child's blood type doesn't match the mother's." The doctor replied, "It's human." Everyone in the room froze. "A human child?" the head nurse asked in shock. "How is that possible? The mother is full Thrinaxian." More beeps echoed. Then came another shock. "DNA scan completed. Father human. ID match 99.9%. The room went silent. All eyes turned toward the nurse. "Bring the father," she ordered. Moments later, a door opened. Two alien guards pulled in a confused human man. He looked around, his face full of panic. "Wait, what's going on? Why am I here?" he yelled. He was tall, around 30, wearing a simple Earth courier jacket with his name tag, Leo Carter. The mother alien looked at him with hate. "You," she shouted. "You left me alone." Leo stepped back, confused. "I've never seen her before in my life." "Lie," the alien mother screamed. "You're the reason I'm here. You did this." Doctors moved quickly. They pulled up a hologram screen. Leo's photo appeared next to hers. The word match blinked red. Leo shook his head. "No, this is wrong. I've never been here. I don't even know where here is." One doctor stepped forward. "DNA doesn't lie, human. You are the father." Leo was shaking. "This has to be a mistake. Someone took my DNA. I don't know her. I've never even left Earth." Suddenly, the sound of a newborn's cry broke the tension. The baby had arrived. The nurse walked over and gently picked it up. Her eyes widened. "This isn't normal," she whispered. The baby didn't look like the mother. It had human skin, with only a slight violet tint. It had soft black hair and tiny fingers just like Leo's. Everyone stared at the child in shock. "Give it to the father," said the doctor. "What? No, I'm not holding," Leo began to say, but before he could stop them, the baby was placed in his arms. It stopped crying instantly. It stared up at him. Its eyes glowed golden. Then, in a voice that was small but clear, it spoke a single word, a word no one else in the room understood. But Leo did. It was a word only his late mother used to say. "Sundrop." Leo's eyes widened. His knees went weak. He looked at the baby. How do you know that word?" The room went silent again. The doctors stepped back. The alien mother stared, her lips trembling. "It knows Earth language already," she whispered. Leo looked up. "What's going on? What is this place? Why does this child know me?" The head nurse whispered to the doctor beside her. "We must inform the Galactic Council. This is not a normal birth. This might be another Genesis case." The doctor nodded. Leo stepped back. "Wait, what Genesis case? What does that mean?" No one answered. One guard touched his wrist communicator. "Contain them, both the father and child." Leo took a step back, holding the baby tightly. "No, don't touch her, don't touch me." Guards started moving in. The baby looked up at Leo again and smiled. Suddenly, all the monitors in the room flickered. The lights turned red. A loud voice echoed from the hospital AI system. "Warning. Energy spike detected. Unknown source. Possible psionic surge." The baby's body glowed faintly. The guards froze. Leo stared at the child in his arms. "What are you?" The room was still glowing red. Guards stood frozen. The baby's golden. Eyes blinked slowly. Leo held the child close to his chest, heart racing. One word kept repeating in his mind: Sundrop. He looked down at the newborn again. "That's what my mother called me when I was a boy. No one else knew that." The alien nurse stepped forward, fear in her voice. "That child is not ordinary. She just triggered every psionic scanner in the building." A doctor rushed in, carrying a glowing tablet. Sir, we've just confirmed it. The DNA records are solid. There's no error. He held it up. Leo's face appeared beside. A timeline, a pregnancy chart. It showed dates, locations, and something terrifying. Leo's name was listed 6 months before he ever left Earth. But I wasn't here. I've never been off planet, Leo shouted. The doctor frowned. Then how do you explain this footage? He tapped the screen again. A video played. It showed Leo standing beside the alien mother, smiling, talking, his hand resting on her belly. No, that's not me, Leo said. But it was that same voice, same face, same name. Maybe it's a clone, a fake video. He insisted. The alien mother finally spoke. You promised you'd protect her. Our child. I never met you, Leo shouted. Don't lie to me again. She screamed, tears rolling down her cheeks. I gave up everything for you. You made me believe Earth men were different. You stayed with me through the pregnancy. Leo stepped back. I didn't. I swear, I have no memory of this. The head doctor gave a quiet sigh. Then maybe your memory was erased. Everyone turned to him. The doctor looked pale. There's one old record, a genetic testing program. It was shut down years ago. It involved Earth volunteers. Some were taken, without consent. Leo's eyes narrowed. You're saying someone used me? The doctor nodded. Yes, someone may have taken your DNA and created this child. Leo looked at the baby. It smiled again. But this time, it reached up and gently touched his cheek. He didn't pull away. He didn't feel fear. He felt peace. Then the child whispered something. Not a real word. Just a soft hum. Every scanner in the room exploded. Sparks flew. Lights burst. Everyone hit the ground. The baby glowed again, soft golden light wrapping around Leo like a shield. He stood up, unharmed. The mother stood too. She's bonding. She chose him. The head nurse whispered, that's not possible. Babies don't choose. They imprint on the biological parent only. The alien mother's voice trembled. I think I was just the carrier. I don't think I'm the real parent. Leo stared at her. What? The nurse looked between them. She means she might be the host, like a surrogate. The child could be fully yours. Leo's hands began to shake. Then where's the real mother? A long pause. The doctor answered. Voice quiet. Maybe she hasn't been born yet. Leo blinked. What does that mean? The nurse whispered. We think this child was made from future DNA. Yours and someone else's. Someone from Earth. Maybe even someone not alive yet. Leo's legs gave out. He sat down, the baby still in his arms. How? Why would anyone do this? No one had answers. But then the child spoke again. One clear sentence in perfect English. They said you would protect me. The walls were smooth. No windows, no doors. Just silence. And the sound of Leo's heartbeat echoing in his ears. He was trapped. A soft blue light blinked from the ceiling. A scanner tracked every move he made. In one corner of the room, the baby lay in a transparent crib made of glowing crystal. It didn't cry. It didn't sleep. It just stared, as if it was waiting. Leo had been locked in this room for hours, maybe longer. He touched the wall again. No way out. Then a voice came through the speaker. For your safety and hers, you will remain in containment. Leo shouted. She's a baby, not a weapon. No answer. He sat down against the wall and looked at the child again. Who are you? Really, he whispered. She blinked slowly and made a small humming sound. Suddenly, a panel opened. A robot nurse floated in with food and water. Leo ignored it. I need answers, not snacks. He muttered. The robot paused. Information access denied. Level Omega-7 clearance required. Leo frowned. Omega-7. What is this? A prison for gods. The robot floated away. Then a new voice echoed from the wall. A woman. Calm. Cold. Leo Carter, Earth citizen. Age 32. Former courier. DNA confirmed. You are the primary donor in the Genesis 7 trial. You are now part of Project Future Seed. Leo stood up. What does that mean? What project? What trial? The voice continued. The child is a hybrid, part human, part unknown. She carries evolution-level psionic traits. You were selected based on ancestral codes. Selected by who? By time. Leo's heart skipped. That's not an answer. He shouted. Then he turned and saw something shocking. The baby was floating, not high, just a few inches but clearly off the crib surface. Her golden eyes were glowing again. Suddenly, the door unlocked with a click. A doctor rushed in alone. No time to explain, he said. She's destabilizing. Leo stood between the doctor and the baby. Don't touch her. The doctor held up his hands. I'm not here to hurt her. I'm here to help you escape. Leo narrowed his eyes. Escape? Why now? The doctor glanced at the scanners. Because she's waking up faster than anyone expected, and once the higher council finds out, they'll take her away for good. Leo looked at the baby. She floated gently to his arms, like she had always belonged there. What is she? He asked. The doctor whispered. She's not just a baby, she's a bridge. Between timelines, between species. She chose you because your DNA carries something ancient, something no one has ever seen before. Leo whispered. But why me? The doctor sighed. That's what everyone wants to know. Which is why we have to move now before they arrive. Leo didn't ask who they were. The alarms answered for him. WOOOOP, whoop, level 1 alert, genetic anomaly detected. All security to sector red. The doctor opened a panel in the floor, a hidden tunnel. Go. Leo jumped in, holding the child close. As the hatch closed, he heard boots above them. The real hunters had come. And now, the real chase would begin. They ran through tunnels made of old metal and ancient stone. The deeper they went, the more it smelled like dust, oil, and forgotten things. Leo held the baby tight. Her eyes stayed open, watching everything. She didn't cry. Not once. The doctor led the way, holding a blinking scanner. These tunnels were part of an old research outpost, built before Earth joined the Galactic Treaty. Leo followed closely. You said she's a bridge. Between who? Between what? The doctor didn't answer. He stopped in front of a rusty door. Behind this door are the files, the real ones. He tapped a code. The door hissed open. Inside was a small chamber, dim lights, a round table, and one ancient machine glowing in the center. This AI is disconnected from the galactic grid, the doctor whispered. It has records that were supposed to be deleted. Leo stepped forward. The machine scanned his face. DNA match, confirmed. Access granted. A hologram appeared. Thousands of lines, maps, images, and then a folder. Project Genesis, human-alien compatibility. Status, terminated. Leo tapped it. A new screen opened. Subject, Leo Carter, Earth male ancestry match found. Origin linked to extinct lost colony. Code name, Solus 9. Traits detected. High neural adaptability. Cross-species bonding potential, 99.97%. Purpose, to create a hybrid capable of surviving in collapsing timelines. Leo's hands shook. What's Solus 9? He asked. The doctor answered quietly. It was an Earth colony, far from here. Destroyed centuries ago. No one knows how. But some of its DNA survived. Leo whispered in me. The baby made a sound, almost like a hum in agreement. Leo stared at her. So she's not a mistake. No, said the doctor. She's the result of generations of planning. But someone broke the rules of time to make her. Leo's voice cracked. So I really am her father. Yes, the doctor said, but maybe not in the way you think. You weren't just chosen. You were born for this. Suddenly, the hologram changed. A countdown started flashing. Warning, memory capsule breach detected. Extraction team approaching. The doctor's face turned pale. They've found us. They tracked your access. Leo grabbed the baby and backed away. What do we do now? He asked. The doctor looked at him. You have to get her off this planet. Go to Earth. Find someone named Mira Everin. She was part of the original Genesis team. She'll know what to do. Leo asked. Why not you? The doctor smiled sadly. Because I won't make it out. Boom. The tunnel behind them exploded. The doctor handed Leo a wrist device. It's a guide. It will lead you to the emergency pod. Go now. Leo didn't want to leave, but the baby's eyes, they were glowing again, as if telling him, run. He sprinted through a side tunnel. More explosions followed. Behind him, The doctor stayed to seal the door. As Leo reached the pod chamber, he looked back. The tunnel collapsed. The doctor was gone. He placed the baby gently in the emergency seat, locked the hatch, and sat beside her. The pod began to shake. Destination? The AI asked. Leo whispered, Earth. As the pod blasted into space, Leo looked down at the baby. Her tiny hand reached out, touching the screen. A new map opened, one Leo hadn't chosen. The destination changed to a place labeled SOLUS-9. Leo's single quotes eyes widened. But that place doesn't exist anymore. The baby smiled as if saying, it does now. Space was silent. Stars passed by the small escape pod as it moved faster than light, cutting through the void like a whisper through darkness. Leo sat in silence, holding the baby close. She was come to calm for a child so young. He checked the controls again. The pod's AI kept repeating the same line, course set, Solus 9. But Solus 9 was supposed to be gone. Destroyed long ago, lost in a war no one remembered clearly. Leo stared at the child. How did you do that? He whispered. You changed the ship's course. You chose where we're going. You're just a baby. The baby turned her head slowly. Her golden eyes met his. Then she spoke again. Not just a word. A sentence. I remember. Leo froze. You remember what? The baby blinked, then pointed her tiny hand at the stars ahead. Before I was born, before all this, I chose you. Leo didn't know what to say. You're not a normal child, are you? The baby gave a small smile. No. Leo sat back, heart racing. Then what are you? She reached out and placed her hand on his chest. You are my root, but not my past. He blinked, confused. What does that mean? Suddenly, the pod AI lit up. Proximity alert. Unknown energy signal detected. Entering Solus 9 orbital field. Leo looked out the small window and his breath stopped. There, floating among broken moons and gas clouds, was a planet, dead, but not empty. Ruins covered the surface. Giant rings of debris circled the atmosphere. Black towers rose from under glowing blue dust. SOLUS-9. Real. Alive. In its own way. How can this place still exist? Leo whispered. The baby replied, because I needed it to. As the pod descended, it landed near one of the towers. Leo stepped out, baby in his arms. The air was dry, but breathable. The sky above shimmered with strange colors. Suddenly, a voice echoed from nowhere. Welcome, child of Solus. The ground lit up beneath his feet. The tower in front of them opened slowly. Inside was a massive room, covered in ancient human and alien symbols. In the center stood a single round device, a memory stone. The baby reached toward it. No, Leo said. It could be dangerous, but it was too late. She touched it, and suddenly, the whole room came to life. Holograms appeared everywhere. One showed a human woman scientist, brave eyes speaking. If you're seeing this, the experiment worked. The child was born. The bridge has arrived, and humanity might survive after all. Leo stared in shock. Then another image appeared. It was him, but older, with gray in his hair, standing beside the same baby, only she was 5 or 6 now. To my younger self, the message said, you won't remember what they did to you. They took your memories, used your DNA, but you said yes. You agreed. You believed in her. You always did. Leo's mouth went dry. The baby looked up at him. Do you believe now? Tears filled his eyes. I think I do. Then the chamber began to shake. Alarms echoed once more. Warning. Tracked. Incoming hostile craft. Leo picked up the baby. We're not safe here either. The baby pressed her head against his chest. Then it's time you see what I can really do. The stars above Earth looked different now, brighter, quieter, as if they were watching. Leo's ship hovered just outside the blue planet's orbit. Earth's defense fleet had already formed a circle, ready to fire. Dozens of ships, hundreds of weapons, and one small ship in the middle of it all, unidentified craft. Came the voice from Earth Command. You are carrying a classified entity. Surrender immediately. Leo stood in front of the communication panel. She's not a weapon. She's not dangerous. She's my daughter. The voice responded coldly. She is not human, and neither Are you anymore? Behind Leo, the child sat calmly in the co-pilot's seat. Her eyes were glowing brighter than ever. The golden light around her was pulsing like a heartbeat. They're scared, she said. Leo turned. Of what? Of what I can change. He kneeled beside her. Do you still want to go down there? She looked out the window at Earth. Yes. It's where I was meant to begin. Suddenly, one of the Earth ships fired a warning shot. It exploded near their left wing. Next one won't miss, the voice warned. Leo looked down at the girl. I won't let them take you. I'll fly us away. We'll find somewhere else. She shook her head softly. No, Papa. This is the place. This is where they need to see. She stood up slowly. As she stepped forward, the entire ship began to glow. Outside, every scanner in Earth's fleet exploded with unknown readings. Power levels off the charts. Signals in languages no one understood. Then, a message played on every ship's screen. It wasn't a warning. It was a memory. A voice spoke across all systems. Leo's voice. From the past. If you're hearing this, it means she made it. And I did too. We didn't destroy the future. We gave it another chance. The girl you fear is not the end. She's the answer. Every screen showed images. Leo, older. The child, older. Standing with aliens. Standing with humans, ending wars, healing lands, building something new. Then the real child, still only days old, spoke through the comms. I am not here to rule. I am not here to fight. I am here to grow. The Earth commander paused. No orders came. No missiles launched. The silence was heavy. Then one by one Earth's ships powered down their weapons. Leo exhaled. The child stepped forward again and touched the control panel. Ready to land? She asked. Leo smiled. With you? Always. The ship glided down through the clouds. As they entered Earth's atmosphere, Leo looked out the window. Cities waited below, crowds already gathering. And far in the distance, at the edge of a mountain, stood a woman. Waiting. Watching. Leo single quotes as heart skipped. The baby pointed. She's the other part of me, the one you haven't met yet. Leo whispered. The real mother? The child smiled. No, Papa, you were always the real father. But she's the one who will complete us. As the ship landed, the world held its breath. One man, one child. Together, they had walked through time. And now they were ready to change everything. He wasn't chosen by accident. He was chosen by destiny. And destiny, this time, was human.